because I'm interested in picking up some.
Yeah. So my supplier is actually moving warehouses. He's on like the same schedule as me. He'll be in a new place next month, and hopefully we'll get bread and butter wholesale back going by the end of next month. I'm hoping. So.
All right, sounds good. I'll have more
Yeah.
stores next month as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
awesome.
Try to get everyone through the summer slump with some wholesale. I've got a possibility of a truckload coming too, but I would love to wholesale out to people. I've been working with the guy at Fanatics. He's not budging on the price on this one, but if I can get it a certain price, then I want to just wholesale like everything out and everyone can get some good stuff. We'll see.
Sounds good. Look forward to it.
Sure. Anyone else have any questions on the server, reselling, anything in general? Really, I want to do these Zooms to kind of just like connect with everyone, and if anyone's got any questions that we can just address. Andy W in the house. Yeah, so I don't have like a presentation or anything planned for this like Sunday sessions. I'm just here to answer any questions, or just talk about anything.
Hey, this is Brendan Beaker online. I just
Hey.
joined a couple days ago, but
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. So far, it's been a really great group. I'm new to selling on Amazon as a reseller, but actually imported kitchen sinks a couple years ago, and I've been selling the shit out of them through Facebook Marketplace over the last couple of years. I have them on. I also have them on Amazon Marketplace, but I don't sell a lot of them through that. I sell most of them through the marketplace. But so far, the stuff that you guys have given has been really good. A little late to some of the things like the Samsung TVs or some of the other stuff that I try to go through, but no luck on that. I had the other day I saw somebody posted something about the burner phones. So I went over to Target, and the guy's like, he wouldn't sell me two of them because he said he wanted to sell me the minutes along with it, and I needed to buy them. And I was like, that doesn't sound right to me. But
I like hit every Target up around me and was like cleaning up those burners. And some Targets were like, I don't care. And they would just sell me all the ones they had. And some were like, you can only get two, but they didn't try to sell me the contract with it. I thought it's a prepaid phone. Like, have the contract?
That's exactly what I said. They're like, we had the one guy's like, this guy has not been very good. He's like, no, you have to buy the minutes and we have to activate it. I'm like, well, I'm buying it for somebody else. He's like, well, I'm sorry, we can't do that. I'm like, all right. But no, I really appreciate all you guys have. It's been a great group so far, and the stuff you guys have done, and the items that you guys found have been really good. I actually went to the a little tidbit. I went to the Under Armour outlet. I live in Florida, in Tampa, and I went to the Under Armour outlet towards Fort Myers, and ended up buying a lot of these black tank tops, one of which I'm wearing. And they had them on sale for 40%. And so they're about $11 ish. And then I told the lady, I'm like, hey, I bought them before for 50%. She goes, well, I'll give you a 20% added discount as for being a, person who is, works at the mall. I'm like, all right. So I got a 60% deal off of them. I bought, extra larges, extra larges. And, they're about $10.50 a piece. I bought them for. I can sell them anywhere from $23 to $35. The different sizes are all different prices for some reason on Amazon. So, but they've been, kind of selling pretty good. But anyway, it's been a really good group, and I really appreciate you guys just, being out there and helping everybody out.
No, that's great. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, like something like an Under Armour tank top like that, that's like my type of bread and butter too. It's so easy. You literally just throw it in a poly mailer and it's first class. That's the type of stuff I like. Kitchen sinks, I don't know. Are you shipping those for Amazon sometimes?
You'll be surprised. I actually, so the kitchen sinks they're single bowl kitchen sinks. It's really standard size. I have 1 hole and 4 hole sinks on it. I have really good pricing I got through FedEx. So it costs me anywhere from $20 to $30 to ship the kitchen sinks across, from Florida to like California, the farthest it can go. And then I charge $47 to ship it myself. So I'll make $20 to $30 on the shipping. Plus, I sell the sinks for $100 and I paid probably $25 to have manufactured. So I'll make $75 off of that. So it's been a pretty good deal over the last couple of years. I just don't sell a tremendous amount of them. I sell probably, between 5 and 10 or 10 to 15, per month. But it's been interesting. Kitchen sinks have been really good, surprisingly, over the past couple of years.
Probably even more like lately, like everyone's been remodeling their homes. That's probably helped a ton.
It's the craziest thing. I mean, people contact me all the time to buy kitchen sinks. It's the weirdest thing. I just would never think. And we imported them, like I said, about 3 or 4 years ago from China. We bought a whole container full of them, and it was about $40,000, and about 1,000 of them. We probably got a couple 200, 300 left to sell. So it's been quite interesting on that side of it.
That's awesome. That's great. Everyone had to start with something. I started with Wii Fit boards.
I used to be in the clothing business, so clothing and shoes are really, an interest to myself on it. But I bought some the Tums gummies the other day. I bought them for $4.25 and sold those for $13, $14, whatever it was.
Those little ones add up.
I just have to shake my head every single time somebody buys something. It's just the craziest thing.
No, I mean, I've sold probably like over the weekend, like 20 of those burner phones. And I was just like, these people are crazy.
They're crazy, but the guy I got started. I got really interested in those We Flip It guys on Instagram. The guy has a really good point about it. It's just the time value of money for some people. Somebody doesn't, somebody's time is worth $100, and that way they'll just buy whatever they want online. And of course, it's going to cost more, but their time is valuable, and it's more money for them just to do that. So it's an interesting concept, but I don't see it ever going away. I mean, I see it just becoming bigger and bigger.
It's only going to snowball. This last 2 years really kicked it off. Like, I've been doing it way before a lot of other people got into this, but e-commerce isn't going anywhere. A lot of people started not even going into the stores the last couple of years, and they're just used to everything showing up to their doorstep. So it's only going to get bigger and better. And I think a lot of people have said like, oh, well, now that the pandemic is like over, like reselling it's going to die a little bit. It's not going anywhere. People are not going to stop shopping online.
Not going anywhere. I have a huge interest in those 12-foot high skeletons.
Those
so I was calling around to some of the Home Depots, and they're not out there, or I don't know. I mean, I can't find any. So, but I'm going to continue looking. Those things are money in the bank if you can get them for $300.
That's when we started. This group was in Halloween and then into Christmas, and it's ridiculous how much money you can make on inflatables and decorations like that. When Halloween cities start popping up, we're just like cooking the crap out of random stuff out of there that's just going for ridiculous amounts.
There's a huge amount of those stores in Tampa and Florida. It's just crazy.
Or Spirit Halloween. I think there's Halloween City too. There's a couple of them.
Halloween City, Spirit Halloween, little pop-ups all over the place. They're probably getting ready for all that stuff. And, just with the whole aspect of it's, the shipping issues they're having. I mean, it's just harder and harder to get all that stuff. So if you can get it, you can just resell the hell out of it. So. But I eventually wanted, I'm trying to eventually turn this into a full-time job too. But you guys, just like I said, you guys have been great so far. So I've only been on it for a couple of days, so I appreciate it.
Great.
Thanks everybody. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
What people we got in here? Yeah, anyone has any questions or anything, just wants to talk, let us know. Or let me know. Hayden's at a softball game right now. That's why he's not on. Here to answer any questions, talk about anything. Like I was just interrupt me if you have any questions, but I'm just really excited for Halloween and Christmas. That stuff is crazy. Yeah, Brendan just brought up the skeletons. Those things are awesome. And Overcast Brigade, I don't know if he's in here. He must have sold 50 of those things last year. I just kept seeing him do truckload on truckload, and he was shipping those things. Those are awesome. I can't wait for the animatronics to get back at Spirit Halloween. Those are great. See if anyone said anything in the group.
Those skeletons, I had people driving 2 hours away just to come pick them up, and it was ridiculous. It was honestly ridiculous.
Did you ever find any of the Infernos?
The Infernos, yeah. The Infernos were the hotter ones for sure.
Yeah.
What I was doing, I was just buying them, keeping them at Home Depot until somebody bought them, and then I'd go pick them up and meet up because I had no space for them. So, and I could only fit two in my truck at a time. So Home Depot layaway, somebody tell me they want them, I could pick it up same day. And I only had them in my possession for maybe an hour or two.
That's genius.
Too easy, but we'll see this season.
Maybe there'll be a giant something else this year. I'm trying to think of what it could be. Why does that company not come out with like a giant 18-foot Santa Claus that's just like standing in the yard? That would be amazing.
Yeah, it was those and those cotton candy guns that I remember.
Oh yeah, that were impossible to package without the tip falling off.
Oh yeah. Luckily, I didn't have any issues. I shipped a handful and they all made it safe. But
I only had one problem, and it was the first one. Then I was like, all right, I gotta package this better. That's when I was really just black plastic wrapping everything. I was abusing that.
because I think it was more collectors who collected those things more than
Yeah.
anything, or costumes. They want them in condition. That's a whole cult following behind that stuff.
I sold a lot of that Killer Clown stuff, like a bunch of random stuff from that.
Yeah. I think that's a collector's thing and not just like a costume Halloween decoration thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's both, but like those statues that I found, I remember those animatronic figures. Some guys got to collect those.
Mm-hmm.
Paid $200 for those.
Yeah, and that type of stuff, even if you don't sell it before Halloween, it's gonna go. Like I still had like it wasn't even Killer Clowns. It was like a creepy, one of those Pop Goes the Evil inflatables. I just sold this weekend for $150. Like people buy that stuff all the time. How's everyone's sales been? Pretty steady. I feel like this is just me, Brendan, and J Dubs FaceTime.
I don't mind keeping it though. I like to talk. But the one thing I just shake my head on things. I went to Goodwill and I found these little salad bowl thingamajiggies where you can buy a salad. It's like a salad in a, I don't know what it is. It's a salad thing with then the dressing on top of it and then something on top of that, like ice to keep it cold.
Uh-huh.
And it's just the stupidest random little thing that I saw. It was like $3.99. I put it online. I saw it online. I ended up selling for like $15.99. And I'm just thinking to myself, what stupid person is buying? Just the littlest, craziest little things that people are buying, and I just have to shake my head every time. I tell my family, my friends, like, and this person just bought it, and they were like happy to pay the shipping and happy to do this. And I found it in Goodwill.
Yeah,
it's just the craziest things you could find. I mean, it's really unbelievable.
or like sometimes we'll buy something on Amazon that's $15 and it's sitting in stock on Amazon and you can just sell it on eBay then for like $40. It's like, well, did you not just like check the biggest marketplace in the world to see what their price was on it?
That's the other craziest thing. It's just like some places sell better than others. Like Marketplace is good for sinks, but not good for Amazon. I sold one sink on Amazon. I sold 300 sinks on Marketplace.
Yeah,
it just depends, so it's just crazy. And it's just how the products, I mean, like some of the things I think would be, I wish that the importing of certain products from China, like Alibaba or whatever, was better, because like lint rollers, just stupid little things like that sell for a lot of money, that if you could find them somewhere,
right,
and buy them, and and that's not a bad idea for the group if you end up investing something in something like that to sell.
Mm-hmm.
You can just make a ton of money off that. There's just certain little things that people buy all the time. I've been looking at lint rollers, it's just like thinking it's a great product to sell. I mean, it's just So they sell for 15. Yeah, it's crazy. Just a little list things. But if you find products like that to import, now the problem for me is, if you find something overseas, it's going to take months in order to get it over here. That's the only problem. The shipping is not cleared up yet. And that's always a big problem because going through customs, those sinks cost us a little. We had to buy a bond or something, a bond in order to be able to have the sinks come aboard for customs, in the United States, and it cost us like $5,000 or $6,000 more than we expected it. But it's still, it was a pretty. We think it was like close to $50,000 that we spent to import them. But something like that, it's not going to, if you sell them all at once to one company, or you can sell them, piecemeal. Or there's the other thing too. I was selling the sinks up until like 2 weeks ago for $65, $55, $60, $65 a piece. And then I raised the prices to $100 for them, and more people are wanting to buy them now.
It's almost like they think the quality is better when you raise the price.
Exactly. That's, again, it's mind boggling to me how it works. But if you're something else you might consider is doing a shipping, if it's a what do you call it? If it's a shipping, I don't know, shipping through UPS or FedEx as like a collaborative effort between all the groups of people, if they ship on it, really, really, really good pricing. Like the sinks, for instance, through FedEx and UPS, and I got really good pricing. Through eBay, it would have through Amazon, it would have been, let's say, $40 to $50 for the same thing that I got rates for that for $20 to $25. Mm-hmm. So my rates are better on the bigger purchases, but the smaller purchases I can't actually compete with for Amazon and stuff. But if you have a collective way to deal with those guys, they'll give you amazing deals. If the like a collaboratively, if you have enough people that are using those shipping services. So that's food for thought too. It's like a collaborative type of thing that you guys can do.
Definitely. I think it depends on how many packages you're like sending out too, right?
They do. Like it's based on volume for sure. And again, I just don't know how low it can go. Mm-hmm. I do know, like for me, the larger, again, the sinks, I've specifically focused on that because it's a certain, it's the same dimensions and the same weight every time I ship it. So I know exactly it's going to be the same thing. Mm-hmm. And they got me, really good prices on it. So I'll make money on that. But I don't know how it would be if you had smaller items and the consistency of using it. I think the Amazon pricing, is pretty fair.
It's gotten better. UPS rates are crazy good on there for like smaller items now. It's cheaper than first class on a lot of things. I've noticed.
I shipped that shirt today. A couple things today. Again, I bought this stupid Yoda. I went to Big Lots and I saw this stupid little Yoda character with like a candy Yoda thing. So I had 3 of them. So I bought them. It was like $6, and they sold them for like $16 or $17. 2 of them in the same day. And I was like, that's just threw it in a package. It was less than 4 ounces, right at 4 ounces. So it was $2.50, $3 to ship it. USPS. It's just crazy. I just got a kick out of it every time I put it in it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. If you can find like good at like shirts, I don't know, clothing is really good, tank tops, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I think if you can find that stuff, and again, Under Armour was really, really good to be able to get all that stuff because I was having a tough time finding availability because they were short-handed. But I bought like, I don't know, 50 t-shirts the other day, one location. The girl gave me great pricing on it. It might take me a little while to sell it, but I'm definitely making money on it,
Oh yeah, easily. That's just good inventory that is going to sell if it's a big that.
And the other funny thing, I'm working out of my townhouse, so my shit's starting to pile up here. It's just, packages are coming in and out. Hopefully I get to a warehouse at someday. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed I have a chat on here. I didn't even know that was a thing. I haven't used Zoom in a year. Tips to get ungated in Crocs. Oh, I got you covered on this. So I actually just used a Nordstrom rack. They don't even send you an invoice. They send you a receipt. and it worked. It got me ungated in Crocs, but you can also use like East Bay is the easiest one. You just have to order 10 Crocs and pay for the expedited shipping on that. You can also use Kohl's if they have some Crocs. You just have to get 10 of them and then you submit it. Make sure you have your name and address in on there as well, the same that you have it on Amazon. It's pretty easy. And if it does, it's not always going to work on the first try. If it doesn't, just keep submitting the same invoice and eventually it'll go through. Mine took like 2 times and it went through.
So once you're ungated for that, the Crocs, you can sell them Crocs anytime. That's it. Once you're ungated once, that's it. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I just got them and it's crazy. You can sell literally any type of Croc, any size. You can sell them FBM, FBA, whatever you want. How to hit the algorithm with title of your product. That's a good question. So I'm glad I just saw that the chat here. Sorry, I missed those. So what I do, and I've shown this in a couple videos, I don't really do anything special about making my own titles. I literally find someone else that has sold that exact item and I don't steal their pictures. I take my own pictures or I use stock photos. I take their title and I take their item specifics. Sometimes you need to spice it up a little bit, like they haven't put a ton in and you want to make sure you have all of the exact, what are they called? The item specifics. There's additional ones. You can put some of those in. That's going to help within the search ones, but you need the required ones. Then they'll have recommended ones. You can put as many recommended ones as you can think of, but the required ones, you definitely need. I don't even know if they let you list it without the required ones now. But anyway, if you take someone's listing that has sold, then you're guaranteed that it's something that has actually worked before. So usually it's going to be a good listing, not always, but again, there's going to be a couple that are sold and you can kind of look through those and see what they've done. Usually the title, pretty plain and simple. You just want to get as many you want to get as many descriptive words as you can in there. So say you're selling a pair of Crocs. A lot of people will just put like classic Crocs and then the color and the style code. No one's going to search the style code. So don't put that in the title. I put that in the item specifics because a lot of people don't know this. Everything in the item specifics actually gets searched. Let me show you. Some people don't know the item specifics. Let me show what that is exactly. Let's come in here. The item specifics are like these. So like when you scroll down, the first thing under the title when you're doing it. So it's got like condition, quantity, brand, size, product, team, all that stuff. That stuff actually gets searched. But in your title, so anything I can't put in my title, I'll put in my item specifics as well. But usually you got 80 characters, you can fit about anything you want in your title. All the questions are coming in now. People found out there's a chat just like me. What was I saying? Oh, the title. So Crocs, a lot of people don't think to put slides in there. They don't think to put sandals, shoes. Yes, they are clogs, but people might be searching for that other stuff too. And you can pull their search results onto your Crocs listing. So just try to think of as many keywords as you can if you have some extra characters. And that's all I really add on top of just stealing someone else's title. Why the expedited shipping on Eastbay? So if you don't do the expedited shipping, they don't send you an invoice. I don't know why. They don't. And I don't think you can even request it. You just have to pay the $10 extra. Now, who was it that said, was it Patricheck? I think it was Patricheck said that he actually ordered a bunch of different brands, 10 of each, and he actually returned them to Eastbay. Apparently that worked. I don't know from experience. Maybe reach out to him, but I think that did work. Oh, Dana's in here. He responded for my Under Armour on Facebook and eBay had 3 views the same title. Yeah, eBay views aren't like up to date. Let's see. I just listed something actually. It's probably going to say 0. It's weird. At eBay listings like take a while to take off actually. It's got like 6. That was from yesterday actually. But I wouldn't get too wrapped up in that. I personally like to list stuff and forget it on eBay. Now I will go through once every week. I go through no, not every week. Once every like quarter, I go through all of my listings and things that have been listed over like 3 or 4 months. And I see that they have maybe like 1,000 views, no watchers or one watcher. Then I'm going to pull that listing down and I'm going to sell similar and change a few things up just to get it back. Because if there's no one watching it and it's something that probably should have sold or had some watchers at that point, then it's probably worth pulling it down and just trying again. But personally, I'd give it several months before worrying about it. But yeah, Facebook pulls like ridiculously fast views. I don't understand. And then sometimes it doesn't pull any views. I've never understood their algorithm at all. Does buying anything on eBay or does buying anything on East Bay with sales discount codes get you an invoice too that works for ungating? Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you find something on sale that you can make a profit on, go for it. Amazon doesn't care what you paid for it. They just want to see that you bought it from one of their manufacturers, which Nordstrom Rack isn't a manufacturer. And I showed that I got the Crocs that I got for like $17 and they were going for 50 on Amazon. And it worked. So they don't care. Dana's answering these questions quicker.
Yeah, on the topic of Amazon, I let my account lapse and I went to go list something and I guess they told me that my account's temporarily suspended. I have to go through the whole process again and send in my license and everything in.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much restarting all over again with them.
That exact thing happened to me last year. Like I signed up for an Amazon account at like Christmas and I never even listed anything on it. And then I tried to list something on it in March and it was like, nope, everything's search suppressed. And I called in, they're like, yeah, you're suspended. You got to reapply. I'm like, I never even sold anything.
And, all right, that'll be fun, but thank you.
They'll let you back in. They just literally just make you do everything again.
Yeah, it was a process to begin with. It's when it matter of when I want to deal with it again.
Yeah. If pools were, I really wish pools were around this summer because that was crazy on Amazon. I signed up for it originally because I knew I would need it for something, but I didn't need it right then. You just never know. Now that we know how to get ungated and stuff, it's better. We'll go for about 10 more minutes. See if we get some more questions.
Hey, it's Brendan again. Sorry to keep asking. What's the best things to get engaged? That's so many questions. What's the best thing to get engaged for? Crocs. What's the top 5?
For me, I did Adidas, Nike. Let me go through my last few ungates actually. Mainly because like
the best things to get ungated for is what you find.
Your shit's in the house. Nice.
Because for me, like I just cross the bridge when I come to it. If I start seeing a whole bunch of a brand that's selling great on Amazon, then I'm like, hey, I need to look into that ungate. And then I try to find the best way to do that and always apply before buying something to ungate, because now that I like have consistent sales on Amazon, like brands that I thought I would have no shot at getting ungated just automatically ungate. So kind of get the ball rolling. And once it's rolling, it rolls a lot faster than you'd think.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of auto ungates you get after. Like I paid to get ungated in Nike or Adidas and Nike, and now like most brands like ungate me unless it's like Stanley didn't ungate me. They're being stupid, but most he's right. Literally just go through the approval process, and it's not always going to work on the app. The app is kind of glitchy sometimes, but it lets you through and says, congratulations, you're approved. Then just do it again on the computer and it usually works.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd say, I don't know if you can hear me, toys and grocery. If you start there, because those are hot anywhere, and then all the other brands, like you said, brands of whatever, but if you're not ungated in toys and groceries, those should be 2 to go for if you're just getting started, because once you get toys, then you can get DC and Marvel and Funko and all that other stuff that comes with it.
You get the like trifecta on that Lego listing. You can get Lego, Disney, and Star Wars if you get the what is it? It's like a little stormtrooper Lego figure
Yeah,
guy.
just a little keychain.
Yeah.
But yeah, grocery. I mean, I did like $10,000 last year in coffee in like a 2-month period on Amazon.
What kind of coffee? Like Starbucks or?
It was the pumpkin spice
Mm.
K-cups.
Okay.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have ollies. We have a couple ollies. They can go in there and make bank on food if you're ungated. If you look at the expiration dates, that's kind of a problem there.
I'm still amazed at what people pay for. just
Yeah.
shake my head. It's amazing.
Hey, if someone's willing to buy it, we're willing to sell it.
That's right. I agree.
Yeah, people say all the time, they ask like, why would someone pay this? I don't care. I'm just happy to facilitate it. I don't care.
Exactly.
Don't ask questions. If you keep asking questions,
Yeah.
you're gonna bog yourself down. Just list
Right.
it for the comps and sell it.
Especially selling some of the burner phones. Don't ask questions on those.
Yeah. You want
I
it?
gotta get some more burner phones. I gotta go out there. Like guys, I gotta find some other people.
Speaking of burner phones, I just set an alert yesterday for them to notify me when in stock, and I copped 2 right before I jumped on. So make sure you set your alerts on target for those restocks.
Nice. Yeah, good call. Good call. Best way to get ungated in groceries.
Oh, they're still in stock right now.
Uh-oh. I think they actually let you get 2 at a time. You can get as many while they're in. Just have to get 2 at a time. Yeah, they are.
Everybody's getting.
This commercial break is sponsored by AT&T.
There must be a lot of shady people around if they're buying burner phones. You got to think of that. So there's always a market for that.
Ordered.
Save for later. Oh, I think it went out. Saved it for later. Yep. They're gone.
I don't know if did somebody answer the best way to get ungated in groceries?
Oh no, take it. I got distracted by.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different ones, but Katy, Texas Wholesale, I know works for a lot of people. But to be honest, I mean, there's a lot of different sites. I'd have to double check another one, but it's the same process as anything else. If you get an invoice that says 10 quantity, you're in.
And expedited shipping on that, or does it already come with that?
Yeah, well, Katy, Texas is actual wholesale, so they'll send you an invoice with all of it, and you don't have to have a business license or any of that.
So usually receipts don't work, just invoices. I don't know why the Nordstrom Rack receipt worked. Sometimes it just automatically goes through and it's not an actual person, but if it's going to get to a person, it needs to be an invoice.
Yeah, generally categories are going to ask you for it, like a human's going to review it. Brands, it's just a computer program that pushes you through.
Yeah, I also changed the title of the invoice on my computer to like whatever brand invoice, because that helps with the algorithm. If it's not going to hit a real person, that's like one of the check marks is the title of the document say invoice, or does it say receipt, or does it say the brand, or things like that. So that's a little pro tip.
That's great.
Yeah, I know Urshitz knows this one. Me and him were going back and forth the other day, but I ungated in probably 50 brands the other day, just submitting the same Adidas invoice.
You got like nerve.
My East Bay Crocs invoice was doing the trick too. We were just in the
Stanley, Black & Decker, DeWalt, Nike, every shoe brand there is except Puma.
I tried and everyone just laughed at me.
Yeah.
Never questioned who will buy this. I listed a 2-year toilet flange wax ring as a joke on eBay, and it sold the same day. There you go. I've sold breast pumps before that I've found. No shame. I'll sell whatever.
We've seen the wholesale boxes, Adam. We get it.
Who listed the tampons the other day or today or yesterday? That's what I don't know if I could do that. That's the only thing I'm not so certain about. But yeah,
The tampons, you mean?
tampons. Somebody listed like say he'll here and get the maxi. I don't know. I was just
It's a We're the Millers
I
joke.
don't know if you guys remember, I posted it in, I think someone else posted it that they saw that I sold it on my eBay store, but I bought a Kegel exerciser, a 2-pound metal thing that you put up there to hold and grab. And yeah, I paid $2 at a thrift store and I sold it for $50 on eBay.
I think my girlfriend bought it.
She might have. Did it work?
I'm not going to answer that question right now, but yes, maybe.
Oh man. There was no comps on that, by the way. It was just I bet I could sell this.
Well, apparently I don't have the pro plan in this. It's saying we have less than a minute and it's going to turn off. I'm trying to figure out. So when did
Minute
Zoom
and
start
28
charging?
seconds.
All right, well, maybe we'll try this.
Resellers like us.
What's that?
They're resellers like us getting
Yeah.
that last penny.
Stupid scalpers. Zoom. All right, well, maybe we'll try this. We'll just do little like 40-minute ones, I guess. And maybe we'll do this weekly. This was fun. I like that we can have the chat here too. If people don't want to actually talk, they can just type in here. So thank you everyone for that. Everyone that came in. Thanks, Dana, your shits for coming in, answering some questions. J Dubs for kicking us off. Brendan for keeping the thing rolling and asking a bunch of questions. That's what we're here for. If you guys have any questions or anything, let us know in Discord.